Imagine waking up one morning and seeing headlines everywhere about the biggest investment opportunity of the decade. News channels can't stop talking about it. Financial influencers are calling it a once in a lifetime chance. Social media is flooded with excitement. And at the center of it all is SpaceX, one of the most valuable private companies in the world. Like millions of other investors, Charlie is intrigued. After all, SpaceX isn't just another company. It's the company launching rockets into space, building a global satellite internet network, and promising to take humanity to Mars. So naturally, Charlie starts thinking about investing. But before putting his money on the line, he decides to do something most people never do. He reads the fine print. At first, everything looks incredible. SpaceX is reportedly opening the doors to ordinary investors and reserving a significant portion of shares specifically for retail investors. To Charlie, this sounds surprisingly generous. Usually, massive investment opportunities are dominated by hedge funds, venture capital firms, and institutional investors. Yet, here is one of the most valuable companies on earth seemingly giving everyday people a seat at the table. But the deeper Charlie digs, the more questions begin to appear. Why would a company worth trillions suddenly want ordinary investors involved? What exactly is the catch? As he continues reading, Charlie discovers that investors will indeed receive voting rights. That sounds fair enough. After all, owning shares in a company should give you some influence over how that company is run. But then he notices something strange. Not all votes are created equal. While retail investors receive shares with voting power, the founder's shares carry significantly more influence. In practice, even if millions of investors disagree with a decision, one individual still maintains overwhelming control. Suddenly, Charlie realizes that while investors technically get a vote, that vote may have very little impact on the company's future. The more Charlie researches, the more fascinating the story becomes. SpaceX has spent more than 2 decades operating as a private company. During that time, it attracted billions of dollars from wealthy investors while building one of the most ambitious businesses in history. Its rocket division transformed space launches. Starlink became one of the fastest growing satellite internet services on the planet. Revenue exploded. Growth accelerated. From the outside, everything looks like a perfect success story. But businesses are rarely as simple as they appear on the surface. While Starlink generates billions in revenue, SpaceX is also investing heavily into projects that require enormous amounts of cash. Building rockets, launching satellites, developing advanced technologies, and expanding artificial intelligence operations all cost staggering amounts of money. As Charlie continues investigating, he begins to realize that investing in SpaceX means investing in far more than just rockets. It means investing in a complex network of businesses, some highly profitable, and others still consuming massive amounts of capital. Then Charlie starts asking a different question. If SpaceX is already attracting money from major institutions around the world, why invite ordinary investors now? The answer may have less to do with raising money and more to do with creating demand. Because retail investors don't just buy stocks, they talk about them, they promote them, they defend them online. They generate excitement and momentum. In many ways, millions of small investors can become a powerful marketing machine for a company. History shows that this isn't always a good thing. We've seen major IPOs attract enormous hype before. Investors rush in, driven by excitement and fear of missing out. Prices surge. Headlines become even more optimistic. But eventually, reality catches up. Sometimes the business succeeds, sometimes it doesn't. And often, the investors who arrive last end up carrying the greatest risk while early investors walk away with substantial profits. As if things weren't complicated enough, Charlie discovers another concern. SpaceX's growing involvement in artificial intelligence. AI is currently one of the hottest industries in the world, attracting billions of dollars in investment. But many AI companies are still struggling to generate consistent profits. Developing advanced AI systems requires massive spending on infrastructure, talent,